Pow!
Kerplop!
Well, you know what time it is, folks. I'm Ryan.
I'm Jason. We got Nate behind the camera. Welcome back to the Uncanny Comic League. We got another haul video for you from September 12th, I believe.
We sure do. It's from September 12th, and we got a bunch of stuff to show you. So let's just, let's get to it. All right. So I'll go down with a couple first, and because they're these. So I am going to put down A versus X round 11.
The second last round.
The second last round.
Are you going to put them all down, or do you want to?
I'm going to put them all down to get this Uncanny X-Men 18. New Avengers 30. And Wolverine and the X-Men number 16. Round 11. There was a death. To me it wasn't that big of a death. I'm not going to throw it out there because it's a death and that's a big time spoiler. It's a haul video. So that was round 11. I wasn't that blown away by it. And then we see here Uncanny X-Men 18, which was the lead into round 11 with Cyclops and Emma Frost not getting along. Remember that?
Yeah, sort of explained it. I don't know if you put it before or after, to be honest, because they don't necessarily, they make sense with each other, but apart, like just reading round 11, if you weren't reading Uncanny X-Men, like I was left at the end of it going like, okay, so why did Cyclops do what he did? And it's explained in Uncanny.
It's explained in that, yeah. But I think this would be before because whatever happened at the dinner table, he really finished
what happened during the
ordeal.
Fight. It happened in the fight. They're exactly the same time. Look, they're like Uncanny X-Men is still an okay issue. Wolverine and the X-Men I thought was great.
Before we skip down to that though.
Well,
New Avengers 30. The reason why I wanted
past it.
let's not skip over to that one yet because that one was the best one. Wolverine and the X-Men. This one had, I don't know why it was tied in. This is taking the place after the events around 11 and
New Avengers number 30 is a perfect example of why we're ready for this event to end, because even though the other two issues were okay, and obviously you said Wolverine and the X-Men was fantastic, these other issues that tie in and really don't have any weight on it just diminish from the whole event. And
that one wasn't very good.
No.
So, moving on from that one, here was the actual good one of the week. With the Hellfire Club, Wolverine and X-Men 16. Good issue.
Yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men has been one of the more solid.
Those kids are psycho too.
Just
those
a little
kids are
insane.
Really psycho.
Beyond.
All right. Well, that's for AVX.
That's AVX,
what do you got,
folks.
Jay?
After I think a 2-month hiatus, at least one, my Manhattan Projects number 6 came in. This one's a little more about Dr. Helmut and the I guess the pseudo-ally between the Soviet and the American powers. This is a weird, again, if you haven't heard about it, it's World War II/Cold War super science secret stuff.
I'm not reading it, but I know you're really digging it.
I love it.
Yeah.
But,
you can go again, I guess.
Okay, I took a risk and picked up, I said I wanted to get some number zeros that I had no bearing on, like nothing I'd been collecting. So Team 7. Oh, I had Grifter and Deathstroke's in there, and I don't know. It is a little bit like that.
Yeah.
A little Team America, a little G.I.
Joe, a little not good.
Yeah. It seems like it's what I think G.I. Combat is a lot like. So.
Yeah.
But
I can see that being like G.I.
whatever, it was worth the risk.
They tried too because they brought in some names like Grifter, Black Canary, and Slade Wilson with his Deathstroke.
Yeah.
But nah, not big enough names, not good enough comic book.
No, I don't think I'll be picking up any of the earlier trades.
I won't miss it if you don't. So this one is just off the wall. Yeah, blast from the past. Early stages of the DC Comics New 52, and I just love this cover. And this actually sort of tied in from the New Guardians when she left the group for a bit. This is actually what she went to go do. She went to go meet up, and she got in a little bit of trouble with her because they thought her game was off. so they drenched her in this blood and let it pour it all over
Ocean of
herself.
blood or something.
Looks hot on the cover, and I really like the cover, and it sort of
Yeah.
made sense for the story, so I got it.
Yeah, it sort of made sense. It's one of those like, we'll throw you into the pool of blood, aka cleansing and advancing your character. So it was good. It was a little odd.
And then I'll go for another one here. Avenging Spider-Man number 12. Doesn't it seem like, Jay, like this is in every video lately? Because Marvel continues to bring out comics more than once a month. Like, I can appreciate, you know, if you're really into something and hey, if you're only reading this comic, then you like it because you're only following one. But when you're following a bunch like us, and there's budgets being set, and it's starting to come bi-weekly, then you start to worry. But it was okay. I mean, Deadpool's in it. This is one of the main reason why I got it, because Deadpool's my dude, but I don't really care that much.
No, I was excited that Deadpool was in it, but I was very underwhelmed. It was better than 11, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't enjoy it much more than 11.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
No,
Go ahead.
everything up to 10 was great. So who knows? We'll see what the future of Avenging Spider-Man is. Before the Watchmen, the comedian.
Looking forward to it. I haven't
number
read it yet.
12. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but if you're not reading The Watchmen, I definitely think you should pick up one title. Choose your favorite character and grab their stuff. There's really no misses.
I'm looking forward to reading that one. And now it looks like I'm into my zeros, folks. And here is zero for Mr. Cole Cash, aka the Grifter, aka sometime in Team 7. But this is after, and you know what? I needed to see how he became the Grifter. I needed to understand. They put it in context for me. I mean, I heard about it all year. What happened? He was kidnapped by aliens. They were trying something. He got away. But we actually got to see how he got away here, Jay, and actually got to see how he became the Grifter.
Yeah.
So
It cleared up a few of the spaces that were left open, and it reaffirmed. I was sort of already looking past this issue when I was reading it because
the Voodoo, yeah.
tie-ins coming in, so it'll be interesting to see how those two work together.
On an interesting note, I was looking back to cut back on some comics, and we'll touch on that eventually. But this one, I'm gonna try to bite the bullet for because I want to see how him and Voodoo work out.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but that
Richard.
might only be for a few issues. Who knows what they're planning?
Yeah, he doesn't have much time left.
The final 12 of 12 issue of The Shade. You know what? I'm just going to come out and straight say, for a series that I like so much, the ending was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
The last 3 issues got kind of slow, and I mean slow for Shade, because it's never necessarily been a fully 100-mile-an-hour series. It felt like it took them too long to tell the end of the story.
I'm going to be honest with you guys in this video here. For me, Shade, I really enjoyed Shade when Montpellier was in there because I'm a huge Montpellier fan. I think he's hilarious. And after that, I stopped caring. I think, what was that about, number 9, like you said? It might have ended number 8 or 9. I stopped caring.
When they got him in the chair and he was just sitting there and having a conversation with nothing else going on, that was the point where it started to downturn.
But anyways, folks, that's number 12. That's the final issue. Grab it if you want it, but that's the end of that. It was okay. Here's another final issue, Resurrection Man Zero, and I've been so impressed with the Zeros this month, other than Team 7, and this one here was an awesome wrap-up for Resurrection Man, and I know everybody else who's read it, I know there's not a lot of us out there who's read Resurrection Man from the beginning, you will agree with me that was a great finish, for sure. And it wasn't even really a prequel. It seemed like they explained it, I guess, how he became it, but it ended at the same time. So it was like a prequel into the ending.
Yeah, it was just started over right from where 12 left off, and just through the flashback motif, they wrapped it up.
Yeah,
but it was clean.
good.
It was a clean finish. The story wasn't disjointed from the rest of the story. Like, it could be read as an issue 13, which is kind of nice.
And Halloween's coming. We may hear from him after all in some Halloween, because it looks like he's not gone for good. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a hinting at that.
Mm-hmm.
My other number 0.
Green Lantern Corpse.
I'm not collecting this normally, but the Rise of the Third Army.
Yeah,
is about to
that's
start.
coming, yeah.
So I decided I'm going to grab the zeros for Red Lantern, New Guardians, Magic
It was a
Corps.
good number 0 again. I really enjoyed the zeros. That was another one I liked.
Yeah, I got to see another Lantern and how he came to be.
Although I'm not sure why his hair's cut like that on the cover, because he has longer hair in the actual comic book.
Oh, well, this was taken afterwards.
Oh yeah, okay. He's like, this is me when I was younger. Okay, so now let's move forward again. Batman Zero. Batman Zero was good. Like it, love the series. Have not been disappointed by Batman yet. And I like it how it showed the backup story with all the other Robins and Batgirl, how they got into Batman, how the sight of him saving the logo, they put power in the logo in this book. And it was a good book.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it.
The only complaint I could ever lay down on Batman at all is that I wish it was $1 cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't need that extra story in the end necessarily.
No, I don't. I'd take the extra story out and have it $2.99.
Get my $1 back.
DC, hold the line at $2.99. What happened to that?
Yeah. A few things slipped through, definitely.
Go ahead, Jay.
Ultimate Comics X-Men number 16. United we stand now. Instead of divided we fall.
Whoa.
I guess this is supposed to be the turning
And now
point.
it's got really Americanized with the graphics.
Yeah, well, now it's very patriotic.
Yeah.
Because they're fighting for liberty and freedom.
The X on the cover.
They finally joined forces up with S.H.I.E.L.D. Mr. Nicholas Fury. Yeah, a good serease so far. The
Took
Divided We
out
Fall.
some form of a sentinel and used it as a symbol as we're moving forward as a revolution. That's basically what that was trying to do there. I get what they were trying to do.
It's the tipping point.
And another Zero. I know we're into the Zero phase, but these are the better comics, so they're going to go down last. So, Batgirl, my second favorite Zero, actually. It was awesome the way she became Batgirl. It showed in the police station where there was a mix-up and they had a prototype of a batsuit, and the batsuit came into play without saying too much. I might have already did, but who cares? Because it's good. You should read it. Jay, any comments on that?
No, it was a solid little bit of introspection into her character and how she came out and into it. But yeah.
And I might add that we are looking forward to All in the Family, which I'm sure Batgirl is in, with the Joker because of the whole history and past. He's coming back.
You gotta believe
he's
it's
coming back.
I'm looking forward to the Joker.
We're gonna take that.
My last title for the week. American Vampire, Lord of Nightmares.
The cover is fantastic.
Yeah, number 4 and 5.
Love that artwork.
It's great artwork. It's still a great story following the special agents and trying to stop basically the apocalypse of the world from the ancient vampires coming back. We've talked about before.
Yeah, if I ever find 1 through 5, because I like having the actual comics more than the trade, I would get it because it's worth it, because it's good.
Yep.
So now we are down to the last comic of the week, and I think we both can agree on it. Was this the best one, we'd say?
I think so.
Let's put it down. Batman and Robin Zero. It showed how Damian, or why Damian is the Damian he is today, and it was a fantastic story. I am a fan of Damian. He's a badass, and the way he was trained and whatnot, amazing. Jay, can you help me?
Yeah, I think I needed it to like Damian a little more because I do like him, but he was a little whiny in the tie-ins I saw. Very much expects like everyone should respect him without having done anything, but based on what we see in this and how he was brought up and what he did to become where he is, yeah, okay, all right. I would probably be that mouthy if I was that badass.
And expect to see more Batman and Robin in our video, folks, because that is a series that will be continuing to follow. And you know what, Nate, because it was so good, it's centered around Damian. Just zoom in on Damian's face for the audience at home and let them know one more time. You see that face? Good, because it's a serious one. And remember that. Batman and Robin, Zero, holler back.
We'll see.
All right.
Number 13.
So we're done. Ryan from the Uncanny Comic League.
This is Jason, Nate behind the camera. We'll see you next time.
Peace.